Well, here's my latest acquisition, 1973 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. I've had it for about a year now and finally got around to making a video. And this is a walk-around video. Highlight the car and show you what vintage nostalgia America or Americana was like back in the day. In 1973, this car was the Indianapolis 500 pace car, and Cadillac made a limited number of pace car versions. This is not one of them, but one of them was the pace car. They kept one, and then I think they made about 50 or so to give to the dealers in the country to sell as a limited edition pace car edition. This car was originally in the Midwest, Oklahoma City, Texas, before it arrived up here in the Pacific Northwest. So it's rust free. There's no evidence that I've been able to find of salt damage or any road damage. The car only reflects about, the odometer reflects 76,000 or 75,000 miles present date, so I don't think it's been driven. And it's been repainted, but it hasn't been restored completely. The exterior paint's in pretty good shape. There are blemishes on it, but you know, that's what you would expect with a older restoration. The interior, the seats have been redone. I'm pretty sure of that, but they are in excellent shape. And when they were redone to, I think, the original specifications that GM had that year, as far as the stitching and the ribbing pattern, along with the color. The colors of the car is original, red with the white interior, and the convertible I just replaced was white originally as well. The car came with a parade boot, so it'll make a great parade car. It has been in a couple of local parades from the previous owner. They've passed that information. I've actually gotten a couple requests for next summer, so hopefully we'll be able to show this off in a parade. There's a close-up of the interior. The dash. That's a 28-gallon tank, and as you might imagine, in today's world, it's very expensive to fill this car up. 75,000 miles on it. The original 8-track and AM FM radio is still intact. It still runs, it still plays. I've actually got a Barry White cassette, 8-track cassette in there, and nobody's changed it out, which I'm very happy. I'm a purist that way. I'd much rather have the original radio that the car came with than a modern or up-to-date one. I know that people tend to buy modern radios, put them in the glove box, but that's not for me. I enjoy the original sound and the original radio that the car came with, and I have no plans to change that out. There's a box there that has additional 8-tracks, Supertramp, BTO, some other 70 classics, as you could imagine, are down there. The carpet is original. I don't think that's been changed out, and the carpet's in very good shape. There are no wear spots, even in the driver's wheel well here. There's the original padding there, and that's all intact, and there's no evidence of a new carpet. The gas pedal looks like it's a floor mount, but it's actually a suspended pedal, as you can tell here. They went suspended at some point in time, but they kept that floor mount look in this year. Car has climate control, air conditioning, believe it or not, and it does run, it does work, it's charged. All the panel lights work. The clock over here is still operational and working. It doesn't keep fantastic time. It gains about probably 30 minutes a week. So you got to keep resetting it. So here we'll go, we'll fire it up. Tends to not really want to flood. I did some carburetor work. I've got the original Quadraject 4-barrel Rochester carb on there. Had it rejetted. Had it tuned up. Also did a transmission rebuild on it here earlier this year. The transmission was leaking pretty bad. And for the cost of repairing the leaks, it was just as more economical just to rebuild the whole transmission. It's a front-wheel drive car, which is surprising. Many people would think this would be a rear-wheel drive car, but it's front-wheel drive. The engine is the original GM engine, 500 cubic inches or 8.2 liters. The biggest GM engine put in a passenger car ever, from what I believe. There's the AC compressor. No leaks. Well, at least I fixed all the leaks. The car had a little bit of an oil leak, and the transmission was leaking, as I said earlier. But that's all been taken care of. The car doesn't leak anymore. I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to engine leaks. I don't like them leaking at all. So there's still a little bit of a valve cover leak that I haven't gotten to around yet, but that's not looking too bad, and I'll probably reserve that as a winter project. There's the AC compressor. Still on the call. Like I said, the AC still works. Back to the interior, the automatic AM/FM radio antenna. It's got a manual function too. You can lower that or raise it with the switch on the dashboard, as well as when the radio turns on, the antenna goes up automatically. As you can see, the door panels are, I don't know if you can see them that well, but they're showing some signs of wear, and I tend to redo those as a winter project. There's more cracking here on the passenger side. But overall, it's a great car. It's a good, fun car to drive. Again, it's not very fuel efficient, but it's a beautiful car. It's a survivor, and I enjoy driving it. Look forward to having it in some parades, and hope you enjoyed my little video. Thanks for visiting.